Hello, everybody, and welcome back to FX Tweet. Today is Monday, and we're going to be taking a look at a couple of things today. Let's start with Bitcoin volatility, what it means, and how you can use that, incorporate it into your trading strategy. And now that the crypto markets kind of dried down, like the altcoins aren't like really pumping like they used to. Bitcoin's kind of like moving sideways for quite some time now, as you can see here. It's like Bitcoin's been moving sideways for quite some time. So yeah, I'm gonna be taking a look at volatility, how to use it. Let's take a look at annualized volatility per month and see if we can expect anything great out of the coming weeks, probably even months. And yeah, so that is going to be today's session. Like we're already discussing that. But before we actually get deep into the technicals, right, I want to direct your attention to the FX Tweet YouTube channel. If you enjoy the content that we put out, please make sure to hit the subscribe button. And if you want to stay updated with the hottest trends, please make sure to click the bell icon, right? As always, you can also follow us on Twitter at FXS Crypto and myself at Mangeko with the 0 at the end, right? So let's get into the volatility, right? Before I actually get into what's happening right now, this was a report from Kraken. It was a March report for the month of March, right? So before we actually get into what's happening here, I want to take a look at the August 2020 report, right? In this one, they mentioned they used this chart, Bitcoin's annualized volatility chart, right? And the trend back then was that anytime the volatility dropped into this particular pocket here, which extends from roughly 15% to 30%, right? Drop of volatility into this pocket often saw a spike in volatility, which also which was followed by a price spike. So they summarize that thing over here, that every instance Bitcoin's volatility climbed on an average 140% and returned over 196% over the next 94 days. So every time Bitcoin's volatility dropped into this pocket here, extending from 15% to 30%, the next 94 days is when you would see a massive increase in volatility, which is 140% increase. And then as for the returns, you would see 196% upswing, right? This was a pretty neat little trick, or probably like an alpha or an edge, whatever you want to call it, back then, right? But right now, I think we have a much more nuanced outlook from the March 2022 report here, right? So let's take a look at what's happening right now, right? The volatility for Bitcoin has dropped from roughly just above 85, around, just below 90% or 85% is where it peaked, kind of similar level to where it did in September 2021. September, October, right? And now it's dropped down to 63%, which is over here. And if you closely take a look at it, so currently there is a trend where the price of Bitcoin every time, hold up, let's reduce the thickness, change the color to something more suitable. Yeah, right. So as you can see here, every time the volatility is the blue one, the light blue one. Every time the volatility dropped to roughly anywhere from 50% to 45% is where you saw a massive spike, right? The first instance was over here when price dropped. Although there was quite a bit of time for recovery, it finally did, and the price rallied from, as you can see here, this was in July 2021, but the price rallied from roughly 29K-ish to 69K. Which was amazing, right? Again, something similar happened here, but unlike over here, the volatility did increase, but the price dropped in the opposite direction. So something similar happened here as well, where the price dropped below this band here, below the 50% level, and the price consolidated for quite some time, right? So I think it is worth keeping an eye on this particular volatility chart here, now that it is coming down to this level here. So I think we are going to see a little bit of consolidation, the consolidation to continue for a little more time. So this is what I'm going to keeping an eye on, because historically speaking, this has proven insightful, right? So getting back to the trading view here. Let's take a look at the Bitcoin dominance and see if there's something here, right? So I'm not sure when, but the last time we discussed Bitcoin dominance, I mentioned that it was stuck between these two levels here, between 39% and 48%. And since the range was first created in May 2021, uh, Bitcoin dominance has produced lower low, indicating that more and more investors are paying attention to altcoins than Bitcoin, right? And lately, the price has been stuck between the 50% retracement level here at 44% and 41%, right? Based on the consolidation, I think there could be another dip down, which will, if this trend comes to play, then there's a good chance the altcoin dominance is going to rally. This is the total crypto market cap. And as you can see here, unlike the Bitcoin dominance, this has been producing higher highs since the early 2022, right? Higher high. We had kind of like a low, equal lows formed between these levels here. And then now we are currently bouncing off of this demand zone here, extending from 936 billion to 1 trillion, right? So I think 1 trillion level is going to be a really great support. Yep, so $1 trillion is going to be a good support. So I'm expecting altcoins to see at least some sort of a minor uptrend, if not a full-blown uptrend here. I think there is a good chance the market cap of altcoins could head up to at least $1.15 trillion. Right, so this window is going to provide you or like users with a lot of opportunity to trade altcoins. Right, so yeah, that is what I'm expecting from the ecosystem, crypto ecosystem. I'm expecting Bitcoin's dominance to kind of reduce furthermore from where it is right now, and then that's going to provide altcoins a window to rally. Right, taking a look at the Bitcoin chart. Right, so the 3-day chart has been pretty much the same. What I don't like about this, like if you watch my videos for the past 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I've been talking about this as an parallel channel, but what's really interesting about this channel is the 200 moving average on a 3-day time frame, right? This level has been immaculate in reversing the trends, right? Back here in 16 Jan, price kind of consolidated along above this trend line, and then finally it ripped higher. Similar events took place here, but in all of the instances on a 3-day time frame, the candlesticks never closed below this 200-day moving average, right? And what's happening now is not only did we produce a 3-day candlestick close below the 200-day moving average, but it has been a slowdown trend, which indicates that the bulls are kind of giving up, or there's no momentum for the bulls, right? So this is what kind of concerns me. Although there could be a minor uptick hold on. Right, so there could be a small uptick in price after we kind of, I think we'll get it right now, where price does this and then comes down again. Let me just take this off. Yep, I think we could head up to 39.4K again and then retrace lower, right? This is what I'm expecting on a very short-term time frame, right? And if you look at this, I think we could see some sort of a reversal around here. So yeah, I am optimistic of, like, I think this is going to provide you with a short window where you can, if you select the altcoins correctly, you can capitalize on their short-term upswings, right? This is not a swing trade, opportunity to swing trade. It is where you just get in quickly and get out, that kind of trade. So yeah, I believe we are going to see some sort of a bullish move here for Bitcoin and a lot of altcoins. So that is pretty much it for this session, where you kind of take a look at how the volatility is going to affect Bitcoin, right? And if you look at, let me just summarize this again. The volatility is approaching historical support, where you could see volatility kind of stop and then reverse, which would imply that Bitcoin is also going to see a massive, you can expect Bitcoin to do a massive move, although the direction is not sure. But if you look at the chart of Bitcoin, I think we are going to see some sort of an upswing before the directional bias actually is updated again, right? That said, be safe in trading this choppy market because it could chop your wallet balances. So if you enjoyed the session, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any ideas or things that we could improve or implement, please make sure to leave them in the comment section, and have a great day.